Fox Corporation. So I remember they did take a massive hit. I haven't looked at this in a while, but they took a massive hit up here. I think this was when they released Tucker Carlson. So I do not watch the news at all. Zero. I haven't watched the news in, I don't think, ever in my life, to be honest. So I don't know much about that aspect, but looking at these technicals and considering trading this stock, I'm going to break it down. So you can see it is bullish. It's above this moving average. You can see it's made, since its massive drop here down to about 28 bucks, it's made higher highs and higher lows since, and then it made this huge gap here. So price is filling this gap. It seems that after Tuesday's jump here, it does seem to be kind of filling this a bit. So not sure yet if it'll come all the way back down to this 31.27 mark, kind of where it was before it gapped, but we can move this zone up here. This is a support area for sure. Bring this over here. So right below about 31 bucks. Remember, price loves whole numbers. So these are our monthly range. I believe the monthly range for this is about $3.50. Yeah, so the monthly range for Fox is $3.50. So, and the low for this month was about $30 and like 74 cents. So we'll move it to 70 here, something like that. Can move this over a bit. So this will be 32.20. Is that 33.20? I think. $3.50 range. So you're looking at 33.20. No, 34.20. That's huge. What? Yeah, that's about what we're looking at for the month, actually. So it is possible for this to go a bit higher. Wow. Okay, so I'm gonna mark this here so we know kind of we're shooting for the end of August, beginning of September here. Yeah, this is bullish. Like it's way above this moving average. Big gap, so it might be just filling this gap here, but would be considering a buy position soon. Your main area here, like if it does fill this gap, you're looking for down here. So right down to about 31.70-ish before you're looking for a buy position. I wouldn't buy it before then, as these last 2 days, including today, very bearish, pulling down lower and lower. Most likely it's trying to fill this gap. So, but then once it gets down to here, I mean, you're looking for a bit of a buy here. The only thing is, we will look to see if there is, I do remember there's some upper resistance here. Yeah, these areas here. So that buy is actually still very valid and very probable, but into this zone up here, that's where it gets a little iffy. So anything above, $34 kind of gets iffy. So, but we can definitely take a trade if price action allows it. Once price comes down to 31.72, as long as it rejects this area and starts creating higher highs, higher lows on the lower time frames, the 15-minute, 30-minute, 1 hour kind of thing, then you look for a buy position all the way up to 34.20 is the range for the month. It's about $3.50 from the bottom. So that is within range, which is about mid-zone here, which definitely could do. But I would be, a little bit more cautious once price comes up to about 33.80, between 33.80 and $34, especially $34 because it's a whole number. I would be, a little bit more cautious if price gets into that area and I'm holding a position. I might look to terminate that position. But if there's a ton of strength and momentum and, the bulls push right into this zone heavily without much rejection at all or anything, then I would just hold it right to 34.20, hit that full monthly range. Might even go to the top of this zone. Who knows yet? But that's what we're looking for Fox. I do think it's a good buy. I think it's still super bullish. It's just filling that gap right now. And by the time price gets down to this zone here, this moving average will be caught up a little bit. It might function as support. So that would also be in our favor. So that is Fox Corp, bullish to 34.20. As soon as it hits 31.70 and rejects. So Must wait for that. Must wait for the proper price action in this zone before entering that long position and targeting 34.20 for the monthly range for Fox.